Dear students, we are learning circle chapter. So in previous videos I have explained all concepts with geometric figures clearly. So I think you got that knowledge. Okay, so in this video I am going to explain very interesting and important, very important concepts with the geometric figures. Okay, so listen carefully. The contents of this video are relative positions of two circles, common tangents, center of similitude, and finally equation of pair of common tangents. Okay, so these are four very interesting and important concepts. You may get 7 marks question from this topic. Okay, so first I will explain about relative positions of two circles. So first topic is the relative positions of two circles. Relative positions of two circles. Before going to learn that topic, I will give some basic terminology here, that is about the number of common tangents. First of all, what do you mean by common tangent? A straight line L is said to be a common tangent to the circle S is equal 0 and S dash is equal 0 if it is tangent to both the circles. So here we have two circles, one is S is equal 0 and another one is S dash is equal 0. So I am drawing a tangent which touches S is equal 0 and S dash is equal 0. So this is called as common tangent. So if it is like this, so these two are called as direct common tangents. Direct common tangents. So these direct common tangents, these are the two direct common tangents. Okay, so if they are having different radii, okay, so these direct common tangents meet outside to the far away to these circles. Okay, next this is also tangent, right? This is also tangent. So these type of tangents are called as indirect common tangents or transverse common tangents. Indirect common tangents or transverse common tangents. So these point of intersection of these two tangents, maybe if the circles are like this, it is inside the interior of the lies inside the two circles. So center of the circle is C1 and center of the circle is C2. The line joining the C1 and C2 so this point of intersection of common tangents lies on these line joining C1 C2. Okay, so therefore these point of intersection of these common tangents and C1 C2 are collinear. So this is the point from common tangents. Next we can observe various types of relative positions of circles, two circles. Next, one more observation, two circles touch each other, means they may like this, they have common point, they have one common point. So these two circles are touch each other externally. These two circles are called as touch each other internally. Okay, they are having common point, then we can say that they are touching each other. Okay, so now relative positions of two circles. In this concept only I am including common tangents, internal center of similitude, external center of similitude also. Okay, so here I am taking, this is first case, S is equal 0 is the circle, first circle, and S dash is equal 0 is the second circle. So center of the circle is C1 and radius of the circle is R1, and center of the circle is C2 and radius of the circle is R2. So while solving the problems related to these type of questions, so first of all immediately find the center and radius of given circles. Okay, in this case the distance between C1 and C2, okay, the distance between C1 and C2 is greater than R1 plus R2. I means this length is R1, right? This length is R2. For example, this length is 4, this length is 3, 4 plus 3 is 7, that is R1 plus R2. So here distance between C1 C2 means we have extra part, so that's why C1 C2 is greater than R1 R2. So in this case circles will not touch or intersect each other. One circle is away from the other circle. One circle is away from the other circle. One circle is exterior to other circle also we can write. Okay, next. So these are the 3 points from this these circles. So circles will not touch each other, right? In this case, this is the circle with bigger R1 is greater than R2, right here. Okay, so these are called as direct common tangents. Direct common tangents. So these direct common tangents meet at one point, that is Q. This is called as external center of similitude. External center of similitude. Okay, so this external center of similitude does not lies on the line segment C1 C2. It does not lies on C1 C2 line segment. Okay, so it is exterior to C1 C2. Okay, that is observation. So these two are direct common tangents. Direct common tangents meet at the point, that point of intersection of direct common tangents is called as external center of similitude. Okay, so it divides. So here I am adding these two, and here I am drawing radius. So radius is perpendicular to tangent, right? So here C1 I am taking A, B, and this is Q. Observe, triangle C1AQ is similar to C1BQ. C1AQ triangle similar to C2BQ. Okay, why means these two are perpendiculars and this is the line, and these two are parallel lines. As these two are parallel, next this is common angle. By SS similarity, these two are similar, so corresponding sides are in the same ratio. That means C1A by C2B is equal to C1Q by C2Q. Okay, so C1A means, what is C1A? R1. C2B R2. C1Q C2Q. So that means this Q divides the line. This Q divides the line in the ratio R1 is to R2. So C1Q is to C2Q. C1Q is to C2Q is equal to R1 is to R2. So external center of similitude divides the line joining C1 C2 in the ratio R1 is to R2 externally. The ratio R1 is to R2 externally, right? Next, these C1 C2 Q are collinear, lies on same line. That is the observation, right? So this is about direct common tangent. Next, transverse common tangent. So transverse common tangent intersect at point P. This P lies on C1 C2. So these are called as transverse common tangents or indirect common tangents. Transverse common tangents. So next, the point of intersection of these two transverse common tangents at P, and the P lies on C1 C2. So here this is perpendicular and this is perpendicular. Let us take this as x y. So in triangle C1, so as these two are perpendicular, these are parallel lines. So in C1xp is similar to C2yp. So C1x by C2y is equal to C1p by C2p. Okay, C1x is nothing but R1 by C2y R2, C1p by C2p. So this C1p is to C2p, means this P divides C1 C2 line segment in the ratio R1 is to R2. So this is called as internal center of similitude. Internal center of similitude. Okay, so this is direct common tangent and Q is external center of similitude. Okay, so all these points lies on same line and they are collinear. So these are the observations, these are the many points which we learn from this figure. Okay, so internal center of similitude divides the line joining C1 C2, the line joining the centers in the ratio R1 is to R2. Internally it divides internally, and Q external center of similitude divides the line joining C1 C2 in the ratio R1 is to R2 externally. So these are the important points. Okay, so in this case we have two transverse common tangents and two direct common tangents. So total 4 tangents in this case. Okay, so this is first case. Next, second case, two circles touch each other externally. Okay, so this is one circle with radius R1, this is another circle with radius R2. These two circles are touching each other externally. So this is called as point of contact. So point of, they are those two circles are contacting at P point, this point. So this is called as point of contact. Okay, so two circles touch each other externally. In this case the condition is C1 C2 is equal to R1 plus R2. The distance between C1 C2 is equal to R1 plus R2. This is radius 1, radius 2. Those sum R1 plus R2 is equal to C1 C2. So two circles touch each other externally in this case, and P is called as internal center of similitude, and it divides C1 C2 in the ratio R1 is to R2 internally. Okay, and this is called as common tangent, and this is called as direct common. These two are called as direct common tangents. They meet at somewhere Q. Okay, so in this case one common tangent and two direct common tangents. Total 3 tangents. These are all important for MCET point of view also. Next, in third case, these two are intersecting circles. Intersecting means intersecting at 2 points. Okay, so in this case the condition is this one: modulus of R1 minus R2 is less than C1 C2 is less than R1 plus R2. This distance C1 C2 is lies between modulus of R1 minus R2 and R1 plus R2. This is the condition. Then we can say that those two circles are intersecting each other at 2 distinct points. These two circles are intersecting in 2 distinct points. In this case we will not draw transverse common tangent, therefore there is no internal center of similitude. Only 2 direct common tangents we can draw. So those 2 direct common tangents meet at Q. That Q is called as external center of similitude. So it divides C1 C2 externally in the ratio R1 is to R2. Next, fourth case, C1 C2 is equal to modulus of R1 minus R2. In this case, circle touch 2 circles, one is interior to another circle. So in this case if this distance C1 radius is R1 and C2 radius second circle is R2, then C1 C2 is equal to R1 minus R2, sometimes R2 minus R1. If we take R2 is this one, R1 this one, then R2 minus R1, that means modulus of R1 minus R2. So if C1 C2 is equal to modulus of R1 minus R2, then two circles touch each other internally, and in this case only one common tangent at Q. Okay, so in this case there is no internal center of similitude, so Q is divide C1 C2 externally. Q is outside to C1 C2 line segment, so Q divides C1 C2 externally in the ratio of R1 is to R2. Next, fifth case. In the previous case, one circle is interior to another circle, but it is touching the circle. Okay, so one circle is touching another circle internally. Okay, so it is lies inside the circle, but here one circle is completely inside the another circle, but they are not touching each other. Okay, so it is completely lies inside the circle. So in this case the distance C1 C2 is completely less than modulus of R1 minus R2. C1 C2 less than mod R1 minus R2, so it indicates two circles do not touch or intersect. One circle will be completely inside the another circle. So this condition says these two statements. So in this case we cannot draw tangents, we cannot draw any type of tangents, therefore there is no common tangent in this case. Okay, so these are the observations of these 5 cases. These 5 cases are very important. Learn concepts carefully. Last one more thing, if the circles are concentric circles, then two centers coincide. One center is coincide. Center of inner circle is C1 and center of outer circle also C2. So both are having same center, therefore the distance between those centers is 0. There is no distance between C1 C2, therefore C1 C2 is equal to 0. In this case we can say that those two circles are concentric circles. In this case also we cannot draw any type of tangent lines, common tangents. So till now we discussed about relative positions of two circles and the number of common tangents, direct common tangents, indirect common tangents, internal center of similitude and external center of similitude. Those are very important concepts, so you should remember those conditions. When if they are one is exterior to another circle, then what is the condition? C1 C2 greater than R1 plus R2. So like that in 5 cases you should remember those conditions. Okay, now last topic of this video lecture, that is important theorem. So one time in an intermediate public examination this theorem came for 7 marks. Okay, the combined equation of the pair of tangents drawn from an external point P x1 y1 to the circle S is equal to 0 is S into S11 is equal to S1 square. This is the combined equation of the pair of tangents. Okay, now this is the figure. Circle S is equal to 0, that is here I am taking x square plus y square is equal to r square. That means x square plus y square minus r square is equal to 0 is the circle equation of the circle. So to easy calculation I am taking this circle. So you can take x square plus y square plus 2gx plus 2fy plus c is equal to 0 also. Okay, next the combined, okay, P x1 y1 be a point exterior to the circle. So from this point we can draw two tangents. These two tangents meet the circle at A and B. So write this data here. Suppose that the tangent drawn from P x1 y1 to S is equal to 0 touch the circle at A and B. Okay, write that data here and let the equation of circle is x square plus y square minus r square is equal to 0. Then equation of this chord of contact is S1 is equal to 0, right? So chord of contact is s1 is equal to 0. That means x1 plus y1 minus r square is equal to 0. Let it be equation number 2. Okay, next take let us take QH comma K be any point on these tangents. So now here I am taking QH comma K. Okay, so next here from QH comma K draw a perpendicular to AB, and from P also draw a perpendicular to AB. So observe these two triangles are, observe triangle APD is similar to triangle AQC. These two triangles are similar. Okay, one angle is 90 degrees and one angle is common in these two triangles. Therefore by SS similarity those two triangles are similar. Then corresponding sides are in the same ratio. That means AP by AQ is equal to, next I am taking PD. This is PD by QC. PD by QC. Okay, so what is AP? AP is the length of the tangent. AP is the length of the tangent, that is root x1 square plus y1 square minus r square. AP is the, okay, here individually I will write here AP is equal to root x1 square plus y1 square minus r square. Next QA or AQ. AQ means here circle is x square plus y square minus r square. AQ also length of the tangent from H comma K. That means x length of the tangent means S11, right? So S11 means x1 square plus y1 square minus r square. Here we have h square plus k square minus r square. H square plus k square minus r square. Okay, next PD means perpendicular distance from x1 y1 to the line. That means substitute at x place of x1. That means x1 into x1 plus y1 into y1 minus r square by under root of x1 square plus y1 square, which is equal to x1 square plus y1 square minus r square by under root of x1 square plus y1 square. Next we need QC. QC means perpendicular distance from H comma K to the line AB. So that means substitute at the place of x as h. That means hx1 plus ky1 minus r square modulus by under root of x1 square plus y1 square. So these are the results of AP, AQ, PD, QC. Now substitute here under root of x1 square plus y1 square minus r square by h square plus k square minus r square is equals to PD. So PD divided by QC means these two gets cancelled. X1 square plus y1 square minus r square by hx1 plus ky1 minus r square. So we got this one. Now do cross multiplication. So as this is root x, this is 1, right? So squaring on both sides and root cross multiplication, or so 1 will get cancelled. Here you will get x1 square plus y1 square minus r square. This is root 2, this is 2 means this can be written as root whole square. Same term means one term will get cancelled, you will get root. Okay, do cross multiplication, you will get hx1 plus ky1 minus r square whole square. Cross multiplication and squaring on both sides, you will get these two terms product. Then x1 square plus y1 square minus r square into h square plus k square minus r square. So there Therefore locus of multiply, do cross multiplication and squaring on both sides. So therefore locus of q h comma k is, means replace h comma k with xy, you will get x square, I am writing these terms left side, x square plus y square minus r square, this one, into x1 square plus y1 square minus r square is equals to, on the right hand side you will get xx1 plus yy1 minus r square whole square. So this is the notation of s, this is the notation of s11, and this is the notation of s1. So this is the required result. This is the combined equation of the pair of tangents, that is s1 is equal to s1 square. These are the important concepts involved in this topic. So in the next videos I will explain the problems related to these concepts. Okay, thank you.